Guys, we are going to talk about optic illusions. So in the 1960s and 70s, they were looking for something completely new and different in the art world, and optical illusions, is what really took over. It took over not just what people were drawing, but fabric, clothes, album covers, everywhere. They started showing op art. So I have some examples for you. Some are very simple. It's just a matter of kind of changing the colors that you're using on a screen to make an image pop. And so these are just stripes or checkerboards with different pictures on them, and then they're colored with bold markers. This one is an optical illusion to make it look like the hand is popping out of the paper. And to draw this, you just trace your hand. Then when you color in the lines, you use a ruler to go straight across. But then when you get to your hand, you hop over kind of in like a rainbow motion and then go back to your straight line. So then the part that's inside the hand is kind of bubbled, and it makes it look like it's popped out. You can use this same trick to make a circle look like it's popping out of a paper. Just draw a grid, so you're just measuring the same distance, whatever size you want your squares to be. The smaller they are, the more your picture will appear to kind of pop out, but usually in my class we do an inch or a ½ inch. I think these are ½ inches. And you just measure along the top, measure along the bottom, make sure that your ruler starts on the same side of the paper, measure it out, slide it down, measure it out again to mark your lines, and then turn it, do the same thing the other direction. If you turn your ruler with each edge of the paper, if your paper's not 100% square, it'll mess up your picture. So measure them out from the same direction, slide the ruler down, measure them out, draw your lines. Then you put a circle in the center, and then inside the center, the very center lines stay the same. Then all of the lines, once they go inside the circle, if they are on the right side of the picture, they're going to bend a little bit to the right. If they're on the left side of the picture, they'll bend a little bit to the left. If they're on the top, they bend a little bit up, and if they're on the bottom, they bend a little bit down. They still start and stop on the same point. Okay, if I were to line a ruler up, it's going to go all the way across in the same spot. Just change inside of where it is inside that circle. And then as they're colored in, it's nice and dark on the outside of the circle, and as you go to the center of the circle, your colors get lighter, and it'll appear to come forward or move back away from you. Here's another one. I call it the circle. It's very simple. This one I have another video that shows you how to do it. It's linked on our page. This one I call the tunnel because it looks like you're going down into the picture. This one works really good with shading. I have a video of how to make this one as well. It does not go over the shading process, just if you were to make it like a checkerboard color with regular markers. But if you want to do the shading, the same concept you're going to use as with the circle bubble. Okay, it's dark on the edges, and then as you go, as the picture raises or gets farther away from you, the color gets lighter. And then the last one that I have a separate video for is what I call the wave. As it goes in, it looks kind of like these two sides are coming in and like falling into the floor. So those have separate videos, but there are lots and lots of different op art examples, you guys. You can totally, there's a video for you that I've linked to watch, which is pretty awesome. You can do so much op art on a computer and watch through that. But then also, if you don't super like any of the examples that I've shown you, you can always look up op art on, Google or whatever, and see what you come up with. There's a lot of like not possible drawings, like stairs that go up and 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 up. And as it goes around in the circle, it all looks like it's still going up. They can only be drawn. They can't exist in reality. So see what you can find. If you find one that you like in the video, you can always pause the video, look at the picture, and figure out how to draw it. Have just a few more. This one's pretty fun. Another example of that tunnel. Circle. Here's one of the simple shape patterns, but this one they added another shape inside of the first shape, so it makes it pop out just a little bit more. And there you have it. They're super fun, you guys, but let me tell you, with optical illusions, the more exact and the more precise that you are, and the more care you take with your drawing, the better it will turn out. I have had students turn in op art pictures that I seriously couldn't even handle looking at because they were so moving my brain. It was crazy. The other thing that I wanted to mention for you guys too is if you have something that uses a circle, if you don't have a compass at home, it's okay. Try and find something else that's round, maybe like a butter container or cottage cheese container or something like that, a glass that you can trace around to get a nice circle shape, even if you don't have a compass to use when you're drawing. Okay, can't wait to see your work.